Langa shelo.
Oh, so.
Futhi angishelwanga. Intombazane siwe ni tavern thizena vele angibiza. Hamba lapha nithi yasisi. Athi yabona wena ngowami. Utshela straight. Hayi utshela straight wena ngowami wena hamba nawe namhlanje.
Hi guys, welcome to our 5th episode of Flashback with Miss B. Thank you so much for subscribing. Don't forget to tell your friends to subscribe and press that notification bell. Otherwise, a massive thank you to our sponsors for sponsoring this podcast. Thank you to Flavour for sponsoring, and also thank you to Orange_Fashioned for sponsoring me with this cute jacket. And of course, a massive thank you to the founder of Zulu Vodka for sponsoring this episode. Namhlanje angihamba ngedwa ngihamba noSipho uMageba uZulu who's joining us namhlanje. Unjani? I'm okay, thanks.
It's B.
Thank you for usinikeza isikhathi sakho to be here namhlanje. In your busy schedule, you chose to be here. Thanks.
Look, we try about busy, but I couldn't miss the opportunity, because we're working together. And I'm honored by that. I've actually never done a podcast before.
Really? Alright, so welcome. So for a person that's watching Jengamanje or subscribe on this channel, thank you so much. Who would you say Sipho Makeba is?
Sipho is a young man from a small village up north of KZN. Very small, So I grew up there. I've got a younger brother. My mom was a single parent. Lost my dad at a very young age. In fact, I don't know him. Man. So we reside in Mut, but before that, Besi was in Indao. By birth, coming from Mpumalanga.
Okay.
Because Nakona, my dad was a priest. I also would go around wherever I saw into places and would be there. And I think his final destination was in Mut. And then he lost his life, and then was from there.
So now let's talk about you manufacturing the product. Are you the one that's doing it, or do you have like a company that's manufacturing?
We've got a company. What we control is what goes into the product, how it goes into the product. So the company has the equipment. So you can say we're basically leasing out the equipment, we're leasing from them. It's a company in Palito, a very small company, and Bani machine. Nakona 40, there's different machines to make different products. They've got their own brand, they've got some rum, they've got some gin, and that's why we approach them, because if you can make gin, you can make vodka.
And I need you to explain that process, because I remember you explaining this to me. It's very interesting.
If you can make gin, you can make a vodka, and if you can make a vodka, you can make any other spirit. If you're going now into your brown spirits, whiskey, brandy, cognac, you need another machine for that. So actually, machine, you find copper machines, you find stainless steel, boiler. So I was fortunate enough to meet this guy at Palito. I told him, I said, look man, the product jam is expensive. This is now first year into the product. It's expensive and I need your help. I'm not someone I'm in the trade, but I need to change and bring the product jam back to KZN. So at the time Zulu Vodka was just Zulu Vodka because it sounded nice, and so look, I was like, okay, let's create a story behind the Zulu. So Sinzinjan's team, so we said, okay, Sly Tegwini, Sly KZN was Zulu Natal. So if you look at the logo, Zulu and in the how partnered out, right? if you buy the jacket I know.
Oh yes.
So this was our very first logo. Yabo. So look, what you know, man, as Moses told us, I say KZN into the brand. Since Namuzu, it's an island shot. So we brought it back, you know, we used Zulu Natal, we used Amazulu, we used Isbong Sami, and then we rebranded the product. 2020. We then 2019, sorry. Then rebranded the product, and the new black came out. So it was much of a cleaner look, and it was cheaper, the tall one. Yeah. It was much of a cleaner look. It spoke royalty, which is where I'm from, you know. And
so it wasn't so much about Amazon.
Correct.
Like like this crown, your tiara.
Crown, yes.
Did it have anything to do with the royalty background?
The crown was actually from one of my friends.
Oh.
Yeah, and he was like, no, the brand must be Posa, the brand of Tom.
Okay.
You know? So it must have that exclusivity, it must be expensive, it must be royalty. That's how we got to the crown.
Okay.
So I said, okay, let's do it. And then the crown started there. And then, you know, now with this into Zobonut Le logo, she said this around the corner, or
a lot of brands,
you know, with the same logo. Do you understand? So we trademarked the logo. We said, look, let's trademark the logo. We trademarked the logo. We trademarked the name. And then we got the licensing back. But obviously, we're not gonna go around who has the same logo, city change it. It's just too much admin. But we know now that we own the crown. You know, even though Saitola we internet, but we were given the license to own it. You know, but I was open to changing it, and Sai Edita, I told the guy, I said, keep the crown, but do something else.
Okay.
So I shinja, and that brought my cost down by over 50%. Because on shelf, Sipho, we were about 389 for a new product. You know, that's a 1-2 a week. We dropped down to about, on the premium black, we dropped down to about 200 on shelf.
Just because you changed the logo?
Just because we changed the logo, we changed the ingredients, we changed
the look.
The look, and then obviously cutting on my cost of the transportation.
Oh, okay.
So we started then, and then we worked, and then was shy COVID. Like shy COVID, Ivana. I remember $8 it must come pick our shit up. You know? So city okay. Now what?
Hey, no, I pull my body.
Ah, so shy. So I pull no, we don't tell But it was frustrating because when you see in retail, and then you have trading terms. So for instance, these big giant stores, return, which means if you take your product back, no matter if it's expired or if it's broken, there's an X amount of money you need to pay them back. So our trading terms are mostly 60% with these stores.
Okay.
So which means out of the full cost price, we need to pay back 60%. Just easy, man.
Yes.
You know why? Because of more production, more bottles. So we didn't have money, and that's how we got kicked out the stores, and they closed our accounts. And
this happened in 2020.
This happened in end of 2019 to 2020. And Mashala in the stock, I think I had about 150 cases at one point in my bedroom.
And the Pelalapo works when take it or leave it.
No.
No, confess, it's fine.
No. Not ends up, but you know the thing is, when you have your cheap products, Biza, 500, got the Biza 150, and then you have a cheap product, Biza 500. When you're not cheap yourself, you're 389. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So again, Biza 800, but you know.
Not at all.
But Satay is just to recover money. You know, we didn't make profit, we didn't make a loss. We just recovered some of the money, and that's when it read. Then came about because everyone's drinking shit. Abantu bavubele emakhaya, you know.
Hey.
They don't care.
Ngiyazi
le nto pineapple na
sanitize. Sanitize.
Bakhona abaphuza sanitize. Bakhona abaphuza sanitize.
Khona le enziwa. Mzambique. Yeah, yes.
We had Mzambique.
You had?
We had Mzambique.
Did you make it?
No. Another company. Another company started producing Mzambique. At the time, I had a PR person from Joburg. We've got a situation now. There's Mzambia all over Claremont, you know, and what must we do? So I'm two minds about Lembelen.
Okay.
One, Mzambia, and I'm like, what if umuntu egula uzoti Zulu, you know? But at the same time, I'm like, yeah, the name is going out there.
Oh,
you know, like the brand is going out there.
Thank you.
And yes,
beautiful.
So I was two minds, you know, and then, but for the sake of the brand, we had to shut it down.
Okay.
And then PR law. Release a press release tizeni wabhala Facebook what there's a counterfeit kanje abantu mustn't buy this and this and this and this. We only make vodka for now. But during the COVID kwakhona iZulu kwakhona neZulu vodka using our old logo.
Okay.
Not the one we have. And involve amaphoyisa, ngakhipha amaphepha ukuthi this is my product, I'm the rightful owner. What's okay, you know, labantu laba sizoshaya, what you call this thing? You know, interception. Intercept.
Okay.
So we said, okay, cool, and we did it. Sabatola, two young boys, and obviously they didn't want to release who's the big guy making the product. And I had two choices. Either one, I had to take a certain percentage of all the sales that they made, or two, I had to open a case of trademark infringement or fraud. So I knew which level demand and I keep, you know. So I opened the case, and then we shut them down. Yes, but the surveillance in demand, the surveillance in demand, because now for never even I've been looking from Hillcrest. Hey daughter, we want gin. Gin? Yeah, Zoo gin. I don't make gin. I had it last week. But no, chief, I don't make gin. I make vodka. Can I say the vodka? You know, my feel I say the vodka. I know the logo is different. I'm not sure what to So, but then after that stock, then I said I'm a lot. Like, we couldn't risk a license, we couldn't risk anything. Savala Janat completely. So we didn't have that much of we'll take it or leave it. Yeah.
So, as a COVID-19 affects some businesses, especially you guys.
Yeah, cool. Because, you know, on and off, country is open for 2 days, it's closed for 6 months. Even $8, you can't really track the sales you make now because you know, next thing, getting pressure with the brand is still new. Now people will forget there was actually a brand called Zubo.
Exactly.
You know, let's make something cheap for Abantu. So we keep the name going. That's when Red came about. That was the only goal Red to
and
keep
the response?
Was fascinating.
Fascinating.
Was fascinating. Number one, because it was quality spirit, you know, that competes with cheaper brands, but quality. I mean, I can take someone, you know, let's have a taste. You taste a massive difference. 100%. And I'm not saying that because we make the product, but it's because we want the consumer to enjoy product, number one. And number two, we want them to say, if I can't find this a shallow fin, I'm okay, nada. You know, because I know in Patagashu. You know, so yeah, there was the birth of Red. Yeah.
And the Red, yeah,
no, yeah.
So, umanga sekuthiwa sibeka Le brand is you mentioned.
Sure.
And this one, what would you say the difference is? It's cool like taste.
It would be taste. We are more cleaner. We use spring water.
Okay.
So lo omunye angazi beze njani kodwa ke if ubheke ebhodleleni they should state indlela abenza ngayo product lo esimaziyo bano filtration process kwasha kwacima yabo and thina sine distillation process ahlukile awafana you know when you filter something you basically dilute something you know but when you distill something you're boiling something you know we boil the products 3 times, hence the triple.
Okay.
If you filter something, also you dilute 3 times or 10 times or whatever, how many times. And amanzi, we get amanzi from it.
Oh, you spring water
Spring
like
water. That's why we're a lot smoother because it's water counts. You know,
it does.
Water really counts, and because you mix the two. And we use spring water, we use sugar cane because the KZN has a crap load of the sugar cane, you know, so we use the sugar cane which is cheaper than the grain, and you know it's almost the same quality. And then lababanye got abantu pose, you know. So we're trying to educate the market. As Globemont, we're not here to talk shit about any brand, but we're here to educate the consumer, telling, look guys, you know, this is something else. This is another way of making a product. You know, we're here if you need us because usbanba told. You know, that's us. You know. But in premium black, we fucking up everyone. We're not saying if I'm told no, we going with those guys. You know?
Exclusive.
No, we're going,
So you explained something very interesting to me at the time. I think it was like a month back. Yeah, final level. The process.
Yeah.
You said it's gin, vodka, and what else, Gambo? I mentioned. Or was it just those two?
All the spirits.
All the spirits.
All the spirits. So what happens is. The vodka in the World War times. I ain't telling whether it was World War I or II, but it was a World War. And rush.
Okay.
There's a neutral spirit. Neutral meaning no flavor, nothing. Mangathi teeny flavor and it tastes like you know it's just hot stuff. It's not bitter, it's not sweet, it's just hot. And ile sensation abantu abayithola esifubeni, you know, but the vodka and I taste, and then from the vodka you then start adding your botanicals and whatever ingredients offer your umuntu sekhipha gin lapho. You know, there is no separate spirit.
So a gin is a vodka with a flavor.
A gin is vodka based.
What?
A gin is vodka based. So whoever tells you no, he pulls vodka, pulls gin, it's okay, sharp. Yes, because you went a step further to create a gin. Omunye umuntu would take that neutral spirit, as ngayibiza ngevodka, sibiza nge-neutral spirit, ayifake kwama-barrels. And ihlale lapha and it starts soaking wood and it turns brown. That's when you get your whiskey. Omunye uzokutshela ukuthi whiskey yami is 5 years. Okay, we take the same neutral spirit, sifaka with barrel, we burn the fucking thing, it boils in lokunja phakathi, it absorbs the land a lot quicker, and then you have your 5 years. You know, if you want to cut corners, that's what you do. You know. But there's something in Bella for 5 years, then you really wait till the 5 years for it.
So do you think they still wait 5 years?
Some, yeah.
Like you can mention a brand, at least one.
If we take a whiskey, you know, Jameson makes, they're actually the best selling whiskey in the world. You know, Select Reserve is a brilliant whiskey. They still do according. There's a few. Jack Daniels is legit. It's literally the big guys, you know, that can wait. Because remember, lento ifana no, you know Mondi papers.
Oh yeah.
Those are the trees, benza amaphepha from the trees. So what they do, if I'm building a company, you have you have a row of trees, right?
It's fine. Yes.
But lezo ihlahla lezo ayitshalwanga same time.
Thank you.
Yabo.
Yeah.
So from isihlahla esincane to isihlahla eside is 10 years. You understand? So year 1 bazoshaya irow eyi-1, year 2 bashaya irow yesibili, year 3 bashaya irow yesithathu. So that after 10 years le row yokuqala isi-ready bayisiya, the following year irow yesibili isushaya 10 years. So there's no gap in between. Yabo. That's why nakhona about 10-15 years are like that, you know. Okay, we start with 5 years. After that nakusasa sishaya 6 years. You know, we don't wait to pay 5 years, we must try to 6 years or whatever. So they do it, Labantu Love, and it's good job for them. You know, it's good job for them. And then Zambia, you take the neutral spirit, you take an artificial flavor or a colorant, you fry a parat on that spirit, okay, change the brown land to potlisha, you sell it to the market. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is. You know, so.
Oh my God. I'm sure this is going to help a lot of people.
It must.
During the lockdown.
It must, you know. Ukuthi nje sesilimaza amasosha Zambia because now when's imali, but 100%. 100. On the news the other day, they shut down someone, Abenza Sminoff, I think it was. Thousands of liters. So they were shut down. We are getting a partner. Packaging is exactly the same. Everything. With spirit palette. You know? And when you see thing like that, you don't know. You just buy your dagwa. You can't really tell unless you're someone that really knows the spirit. Hang on, the icon. You know. During COVID, ngaphathela umngane wami respect ibhodlela le Jameson. Ngiyafika lapha ngisamnika nje wathi hayi bye. Ngithi indaba wathi hayi look at the color. So green ibhodlela leyanto leyo. You know, in phakathi you can't really tell. What I see on. It mean chief, what do you mean? I got the bottle for like $700. I see your chief. It's I vote. I'll school the next day.
Oh,
yeah, but we drank it. But yes, yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, thank you for that's really informative, hey. Well, especially for abantu abasafuna ukungena kule industry ukuthi balekile ukuthi wazi le industry ongena kuyo. So now back to Sipho.
Okay.
Zulu Makeba.
Yeah.
Asibuyele high school nje manje ngoba phela flashback.
Sure.
What was Sipho like? What kind of child were you growing up?
You know, at high school, I was shy. But I enjoyed the food. You know. I'm not a trust fund baby, but we were well off.
We were well off.
And only they worked really hard. Yeah, bro.
Okay.
So, high school, I young kid by the book.
Oh, you know, that's nice.
I did almost all the sports.
Oh, wow.
I can say I was a teacher's pet.
Oh,
you know,
what?
I was being prefect. Played rugby, first team from standard 8 right up until matric. Ngikhumula kahle kwakhona umunye uthisha futhi ngangenze art. Ngangenze art wathi Sipho if ungayiyeke art uzokwenza subject yami, you're not gonna play first team. I left the art the next day. You know, and atmosphere laphana, I was his teacher's pet. Kubhalwa ama test sihlalela thina sixoxela ngerugby, you know. I was okay, you know, thanda amantombazane.
Your first girlfriend?
My first girlfriend?
Yeah.
You.
Can you have details?
My first girlfriend was in Flavour High School was in standard 6.
What?
Yeah, Flavour High School. So I wanted
Since
to...
wavele ukade ujola nase-primary ne?
ngeke usho phela ukuthi ukujola.
My love
But I
letter.
knew, yeah. Kumuda my love letter dala, you had a page. Page has about 32 or 64 lines, somewhere there. To first line, from second line, mood, third line, song, artist. By the time Musubala what you want, you have so much left, you know. And you could actually write an entire letter, just no to, from.
Did you paste the picture?
Uba.
Well,
Did I paste a picture?
letter.
No. There were no phones at the time, you know.
no, like your picture, like your...
Just start up.
Yes, no, like your my picture was also scrolling a photograph.
No. Nakhona futhi we lasted 3 days na yonto mazane.
Wamenzani?
No, we lasted.
The problem is always with the guy. Wamenzani?
You know, it's good because Zabelungu they have what they call, because when I was in an Afrikaans school.
Oh, she was.
She was black. Called a soki. So it's more like a disco type of thing. And ziyabe izwingane kuvuliwe hall kuvalwa amakhethini ushinamba straight.
Okay.
More like a club vibe type of thing.
Oh.
And a shy slow song, man. A shy slow song.
Yeah.
Abane intombi babambe intombi zabo. So
Sipho.
le ngane ngangibuka from a home economics class. And I was like, you know, asambe sewisoke. She was like, okay, cool. And more than that, I'm told, I'm bam, I sat down. That was actually my first kiss.
Oh.
I started at 6. I planned it for 3 days.
Who made the first move?
Oh, she probably did. No, she did. You know, she was an A student, more like in Mutingnam. So obviously, I understand what I'm probably laugh. You know, and it's easier for her to call me about. And yeah, and then standard 7, I had my first long relationship. And then I fucked it up. And then
how so?
I found that obviously, you know, it's shame.
Yeah,
And she forgave me.
Okay.
Yeah, she forgave me because we rekindled things later on. But what's the Wednesday, but and then standard 8 was my first long relationship right up until matric.
Oh wow.
Yeah, right up until matric, and then I left here and she was a few grades below me, and then I left. Obviously, wasala yena. And yeah, but I was a people's person up in high school. I miss it actually. I got the attention up. It's good attention. Yeah.
And you loved it.
I loved it. Every bit of it. Every bit of it, especially at matric. So when I matric, like you for me, first of all, I'm prefect. Second of all, I have my we call them my colors. You wear a different blazer. I had my honors colors.
I'm sure you had badges.
Yeah, Jesus.
Wowza.
And I had a first team scarf. I was the first black vice captain in my school. Because bear in mind, it was an Afrikaans school, you know. And I had a matric scarf. I must have gone really funny, bonus standard 6. What? Yeah. Yeah, high school. And then fast forward to 2012, 2011, I actually dated a girl that was in standard 6 that time I got matric. And I liked her and I was like, hey, why not? You know, and then yeah, man. But yeah.
And then
you know, and hey, wahamba usebenza phesheya and wapelanja.
Uyamkhumbula?
Awuzothina umfazi wami usongozela.
Yeah, can I actually get a little personal?
She was a cool chick. I think we were more friends. I dated with Sipho from Dal. So
you were industry scope,
I dated with Sipho from Dal, and
Wait, this was after you dated?
No, this was before I dated.
Before?
Yeah. So I dated with Sipho for a couple of years, mangabanga. And wahamba ufunda le nami ngafunda le. Waphela njalo. And then qhubeka impilo from 2004 2011 hlangane naye, and then 2010 hlangane naye, we started heading off until 2012 wahamba usebenza phesheya. But we were more friends than abantu that were dating. Ukuthi nje kwaba ukuthi let's see what happens if we date. Yes, we fucked the whole thing up. So I don't know if I'm Kumbola or not, you know.
No, maybe you don't. It's fine. Because you're married now.
Yeah.
Yeah, can we talk about
My missus?
Your missus? When did you get married?
My missus is Kumbola, she's a metro police officer.
That's so
we met through a mutual friend.
Okay.
And I'm going foot.
Yeah. Okay.
And London basically pushing for like 3 years. And then my friends, you know, Jay. When I see at all. And what I see for and you know, I when he's this. So one of my friends then had to look, somebody came here, you know, shouts are playing, Sam. Gandu sa kumile nentombi yakho uthi ayilethe umngane, yabo. And walethe umngane wakhe. So and then sasibe three guys, 3 girls, yabo. We saw 2 guys were dating the 2 of the girls. So it was me and my wife that were not dating.
Well, it was planned.
No, it was planned to the T. Sahamba, sahlala, sabuki game. After a game, these guys were finally in terms of Nigupi, I slung and we ramped Tizania stadium, and then we met them. So now, let we hamba pangwam. Let we hamba mvawan.
Ish.
So I'm forced to think hamba nalo.
When at that time did you like her no more?
That time, I found her sexy.
You found her sexy?
I found her sexy. So it was, but there was no love. There was absolutely no love. It was, it was that. And when the night progressed, that was actually grand. You know, Kuluma, she's down to earth, mood, and she used to model at the time. Bunch of big model agencies that sebenza one. So obviously ngalento time adoda model. Yinde mangihamba naye mayifake hili mhlambe ngifika kwindololwane.
Wena indaba uchazwe lokho vele.
Ezini? Hayi kakhulu mfana
ngiyabonga
no, the thing is umsebenzi, you know. And then I think I didn't win Liangane for a month. I did not win.
Oh, I should say that time when you interested in when.
No. Nangi WhatsApp lengane ngomsombuluki ngiphendule ngolesihlanu. Yabo.
Ayibuka la drop her down. No.
So la khona ngangijazi fuck it. I'm wasting my time. Vele bengina intombi anyway. Yabo.
Intombi yakhe vele leso sikhathi uzaba TikTok. Okay.
You know, but you like you know, let me just fix a relationship. Starting ngiyolungisa relationship yashi SMS.
And that was God.
Mishi SMS now say I respond a lot. Saying we must kuluma. Maybe we started talking, getting to know each other after 4 weeks of trying and texting Pendul. She was working at Suncoast at the time. So obviously my phone's about Yabona for the longest hours. And one pendula the South Beach, just the South Beach. And yeah, man, we had fun. And then I won.
You won?
Yeah, I won.
Clearly.
Yeah, I won. So yeah. So after that, I think this was 2014.
Okay.
So ngathi ngimthola ngathi yazini angishintshe nje yonke into. So ngashintsha phone number, ngashintsha imoto,
Wow.
starting afresh. Phela senginentombi entsha.
Oh,
ngashintsha indlela yokugqoka, ngashintsha. No, I changed everything.
Wow.
Yeah, and the only thing I kept was my job.
So that was uthando, bro.
My
Like,
job, yeah. And then fast forward now, we have a 9-month-old daughter.
sweet.
Yeah, she's a cool chick. She's a cool chick.
You said you got married in 2014?
I got married during COVID.
Oh, COVID, 2020.
It was a COVID wedding, yeah.
Thank God for COVID, eh? Right, so we are going to get to on the spot. Let me give you a chance to go to
You need it on the spot.
on the spot is where I'm going to ask you questions unprepared.
Okay.
Any question. I'm going to give you a clue, obviously.
Okay.
It's nothing personal. I think it's Pumila we box we go by personal. It's just we board that on the spot.
Oh, so yeah, she's.
Yeah. I guess she's. I keep it for the
Okay.
Right. So, what is the capital city of France?
Paris.
Okay. No, that was easy. I gave you a clue. Which South African city, you should know this, is known as the mother city?
As the mother city.
Mother city,
Cape Town.
yes. So ngiyibuza esiXhosa. Yini umgqikileko? Umgqikileko. No. Umgqikileko.
Umqekileyo.
Uzulu.
Into eqikilezayo. Akazi.
Okay, Zulu, I'm sorry. Yini umgqikileko?
Angiyazi.
Itiye.
Itiye.
Itiye. Who says that though?
Igama letiye. So uma wakho nje uthi manje ngizenzela umqikilezo.
Onobisi.
Umqikilezo.
Onobisi. Wow. Right, so Statue of Liberty. Sigluphi idolobha?
Sise I think New York.
Well done. Right. I know, hey. And what's when the tourism indlela pendula on the spot, right? Iluphi idolobha lase-KZN elaziwa ngokuthi city of choice?
Semarisburg. Got it?
Should I keep going, guys?
No.
No. I have to get personal. No, it's too smart.
Okay.
Alright, so have you ever cheated
Have I ever cheated?
on your wife or maybe your previous girlfriend before your wife? Oh yeah,
What the
obviously your previous girlfriend before your wife. You've cheated on her. Have you ever cheated on your wife?
On my wife? Define cheating. What's cheating?
Oh, why not? Can you show gentlemen fair the podcast?
No.
Okay, what's your definition of cheating? That's
Yeah,
it.
no moon.
Ulala no more.
Yeah.
Have you ever done that?
I'd say,
You'd say.
early stages of your relationship. If you call it cheating, then probably that's what it is. Because early stages of a relationship. So I had both of them at the same time. You know, before I decided to commit to my wife. I think I'm actually now for 2 months.
Well, so
Wait, 2.
Bengazan. So you didn't tell your wife?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
But my wife, I think my wife knew because Lomunya started. Now Lomunya was so level, and then she started living in Bashlin, and then my wife found this in Bashla, you know, and lapho ngasisengithembi again asihlukene, you know. So I not, you know what, this is too much admin. I'm getting just straight, you know. So in the first 2 months of my relationship with my wife, I probably did. And then in the past with my girlfriends, I did.
With your girlfriends?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I did.
I
have done it. I have.
You have done it. Do you think you'd ever do it again?
No, but I think there are reasons to.
Yeah? I see. See, but you do you think you'd ever do it again?
Oh,
I just want like it's like
no, I don't think I'd ever do it again. But I understand the reasons behind it. There are reasons behind it, you know. I don't condone it, but angeke ngimjudge umuntu ozothi sengwenzile ukuthi okay bitch yes.
Okay, yeah. So
yeah, it happens.
So you're not guaranteeing when you wouldn't do it?
No, I know I won't do it.
You wouldn't?
I wouldn't do it.
Would you forgive your wife if she
Never.
did? Never?
Absolutely not.
But would you expect her to forgive you if you cheated?
It's her choice. You know, it would be nice to me if she did.
But would you expect her? No.
I wouldn't.
No second chance in you. You wouldn't.
Mine need a second chance and so understand why. But it's beneficial. Mine has a second chance. You know, then you know. But I mean, I wouldn't even think of a second chance again.
Right. This is very interesting, right? Because you're not the first guy to say it.
Because no muntu wakho odunesithombe samandla ekhanda. No. Absolutely not.
Isithombe samandla engane.
No, imagine you.
No, but what if she says, okay, I cheated, but we were just flirting?
Bullshit.
It didn't get to
nonsense. I wouldn't. Absolutely not. You know why? If me and I go out, get phone, I'll go all out with him talk. You understand? There's a guy, I'm talk. Mukabanga yonto yenziwa ku-flow. Yenziwa.
Yeah.
So you're not giving some jealousy. There's nothing. What nonsense is that? Mina mangazahle uthi you know what? Miss B yangihlanyisa ngizomthola straight. Ngizomthola. Yabo. Ngizobona ukuthi what buttons to press kuwena uhleke once wahleka it's gone. Yabo. What makes you think that won't happen again? Yena why is he resist leyo nto leyo? She's human. Yabo. But it's not a nice thing ukuthi yenzeke. But bakhona abantu that gun your wife or your girlfriend, that gun your husband or your boyfriend. They're there. You know, I mean, we work with Zulu. I do my own activations in my club and in my tavern. Langa shelo.
Oh, shelo.
Futhi angishelwanga. Intombazane siwenye tavern thizeni avela ngibiza. Hamba lapha nithi yasisi. Athi yabona wena ngowami. Utshela straight. Utshela straight wena ngowami wena hamba nawe namhlanje. Okay sis. Ibuyelele etafuleni. You know, so those things happened. If Nami I pressed on that, you know, then showcase she would have won. You know, but I mean, she's a police officer, so she's on the road most of the time. You know, there's male colleagues that probably find her attractive. You know, so
and females in police uniform look.
So they say.
And you did say she's sexy, man.
No,
you did, right?
She is. In fact, I told her this morning. I said, hey, an awesome Jana, you know.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you trust your friends? Well, you have friends, right? So
I've got friends. So
do you trust your friends?
I've grouped my friends.
Okay.
So I'm a chameleon. I'm a chameleon.
Got you.
Mangise a rooftop kwamashu ngizobe rooftop. But if ngifaka Beverly Hills emhlanga ngizobe Beverly Hills. You know. So I've grouped my friends kanjalo because I'm neutral to everyone and I find them interesting in different ways, you know. So I do trust my friends, you know, with their different backgrounds. I trust them. I don't think I trust abanye more than the other. I think kuyafana nje wonke because imi champina ngathatha ucingo ukuthi say man if ngazi nokuthi we position ekungisiza, you know, okay sure man, or umoya. I mean remember there was a time early in my relationship njengoba ngibuza ukuthi did I cheat, ngifonela umunye umjida ukuthi kuselalela, should my wife call say ngiphume kanye nawe, you know, sahamba sahlukana somewhere, you know, but I'm coming home. So my wife calls me at a whoop. Then my wife calls the guy athi uSipho is on his way athi awusanda kuhamba yabo usanda kuhamba kodwa I'm sure usezofika lapho meanwhile my phone uyangibona nyangena esangweni yabo so mangifika endlini she's like oh lo muntu ebengimfonele uthe you left 30 seconds ago but the distance you covered is not worth your 30 seconds.
Exactly.
Yeah, so, but I trusted him to do what he was meant to do and he did it. You know, so I trust my friends.
You trust your friends?
I trust my
friends. You know I'm getting with that question. Alright, so let's say wife was stranded around indawo like khona abangani bakho.
Sure.
Let me say umngani wakho. Right, so akanayo indawo yokulala for just the night. Awukho, let's say we're in Joburg. And she needs to crash. The next morning, let's say let's say I want many options,
sure.
Yeah? But to sleep would you allow that?
Okay, let me tell you what happened.
What happened?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was sharing the flat with a mate of mine. Daughter. Ulala kule room one, and my wife slala ngapha. I go to Joburg for business. I went to Joburg for a week. Too. I was okay with it. I didn't think anything, and you know, because you know, it was an SMA plaza in there, and once you do one wrong move, you have to reprimand. But also no love. I didn't think. Like I think I trust easily. And I was there for like 3-4 days and I came back. I didn't even ask her to go come behind and we just carried on where I left off. You know? And Leon every quarter. So I go to Joburg 4 times a year. Up until we moved out because it's not law. It's shut at the time. So it's Shata, and you know she wanted a maid, you know, like the whole family thing. So obviously you can't share a flat in a month when you want the whole family thing. Yeah. And then
Oh wow. So, you trust easy, eh?
Yeah, I trust. I think it's one of the reasons why I thought some of my relationships have worked out, because I've never had a relationship except last time at 6 or 3 days. But everything else is years, man.
Wow.
Years. I'm a huge fan of happiness and utando. You know, I think if you've gotten hurt in the past, the only way you can actually love again is if you let go of that hurt. When you're of jealousy, I'm saving space for disappointment. What shall I say? Then don't even come close to me now if that's the case, because I believe I'm going to you know, these are shorter somewhere. Once we're shorter somewhere, pambani komish, because I was saying what I'm supposed to get. Meanwhile, I'm giving you everything. So the trust comes with that. What's another is for my own sanity. For me, not for a situation, but for me, because I choose temp. I out in temp because once temba, I'll find myself driving to wherever if I want bamboo thing. Because I'm sad man so
wow.
So yeah, no, I trust my friends.
Do you guys have questions?
Anyone have questions? I'm sure I'm curious.
Please guys, get involved, please.
Any questions?
That name is the Zoo.
Oh,
That will definitely happen. Of course, help yourselves. Can you have feedback in that? Can you also have feedback on camera, please?
Let me take this.
Get that so much receive.
Oh, get that.
Come on, this challenge on TikTok. I
Let's
plaza.
interview. I can't shisa, man.
Nah,
I used to rave, eh?
Did you?
There was a guy called Philip Smith. Ongifundisa ukurave. Like into abayenza leyo. Hey, what's Sipho?
Sipho.
Yeah, Philip. I'll teach you how to rave. Hey, that's shy number. Hey, what rave?
Show us, please.
No. Mungafaka music ngakutshengisa. Like,
Yeah, of course.
No, I
music.
can rave.
Yeah, let me play some music.
No, man. Next.
Please.
I get it, man. Yeah, I can't rave. I was just pulling it.
I know you like.
I swear.
You can.
I cannot.
You can.
I cannot.
What song? What song should I play?
No song. I really cannot. I try.
Okay, 2 seconds demo. Okay, I'm not gonna play music.
Okay, so with the rave, there's a build up. You don't just go. So some shine now, but then you just go. Bap, 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 bap. And then Uncle Lama moves like, okay, it's going, and then you know. So
I think you need to stand up.
no, I.
No,
my leg.
Like I rhythm. We'd love to see it.
Next time.
Okay, but we get the
post
idea.
Yeah.
So it starts off slow.
You start off
That's
slow,
it.
and then big shape build up. Bap, bap, bap.
Do you need to be on like something, maybe
On some
alcohol
tip.
or?
Yeah, of course. I'm sure.
course.
Yeah, I'm
So-
sure. I mean, who makes some music in Atagiwe these days? Because you make it for drunk people.
Nah.
Uban. What's this on doing?
When I close, eh?
Hey?
But it doesn't go to church. West Boost. Yeah, no, but like, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks.
Oh wait! Oh my gosh! Why am I wrapping this up? Can we talk about the mango?
Yes,
the mango
okay, the
flavor
mango, yeah.
that you're about to introduce. I see.
Okay, first of all, let's talk about the premium black. Sad news is, the premium black production has been affected by Ukraine and Russia because we get our bottles from Europe. So, with our only, I don't know, in terms of Jangisa on your screen, but I'm a project to be sort of Europe, and we've only done one batch, how much. It was sold out even before it got to Durban because Joburg bought it.
Okay.
So I shipped them straight to Joburg. And got all the batches really, only to find out the companies closed down because they don't make. So I know now there's a few brands in SA that we share the same bottle with.
Okay.
I wonder about always a Janbon because they still have sufficient stock. So maybe they don't know, I don't know if, in fact I can't even mention names, but it would be interesting to know, at least for me, when Ga released a black, reinvented a black on a match, it was sold out same time. It didn't reach a single shelf. Yeah, straight to my club in a code. Laba basema shelofini manje.
What's gonna happen?
What's gonna happen then? Laba basema shelofini manje. What's gonna happen then? Imagine usutshela umuntu, this was my bottle, now you have to change your bottle. So we are changing ibhodlela from ibhodlela elimnyama, we're changing it from the square shape to a long normal shape. It's still gonna be black. I think that should come out maybe next year.
And the texture of the bottle, is it still going to be the same as?
It's matte black. Everything is
Matte black.
matte black
Beautiful.
with some gold.
Lovely.
Nothing has changed, except the shape of ibhodlela. And I think now umuntu kumele athole a more sustainable supplier emabhodlela, even if it means local, because now ngiyazi ukuthi sizoqhubeka. Imagine ibhodlela elimnyama, I've changed it 3 times.
Whoa.
Ever since the company started, black has been reinvented 3 times. First one, ibhodlela I was not happy with, I had to change it. Second one, ibhodlela was alright, but it didn't look the parts that it should look. third one was the base bottle that we had, which is our current bottle now, and it's been discontinued. You know, so those are the challenges we face.
So now you have to change it
Now
again.
we have to change it again for the fourth time.
Whoa.
You know, so local Zopuma sometime next year. And then with the mango, I'm very excited in the mango. It's something that no one in the world has done. Absolutely not. Sipho, how do you know America, they haven't done it? I'll tell you, I don't know, but I know we're the first to do it. You know, so we're using real fruits.
Okay.
We're cooking actual fruits.
No chemicals, nothing.
No chemicals, no nothing. We're blending it with our sugar cane, and as a result, Zopuma something sweet. You know, it is out, but obviously we had pre-sales, so that was sold out. We couldn't have it today, but it will be available next week. Tops, Liberty, Liquors, Ultra Liquors, some pick and pay stores. Sisalindi permission na corner.
Okay.
You know, we are big on Take a Lot. Abantu can go to Take a Lot online and buy us. We're there. They can go on our website. We've got a store there. We're there. You know, but yeah, mango is an exciting project. I want to see. It's our first flavor. You know,
Nice.
We'll see how it goes. It's about time. Because about God, we both say flavor.
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 And we were all thinking like your strawberry, like your cranberry, like your
Yeah.
the banana, there's passion fruits.
Yeah.
And you just came with the mango.
Our first flavor was bubblegum gum ball, I think. And
I'm assuming that would sort of taste like Zappa Blue. Do you know Zappa Blue?
Nyambona, I haven't tasted it. Got the taste of sweet land.
Okay.
You know. And we found getting no sweet was expensive. I think a flavor Alapana would cost 200 plus on the shelf. Just because of the flavor, you see. And that's expensive. You know, we would put it on the premium black, we definitely put it there because that's the market for it. Yeah, but with the red Ranger corner, we want to keep the standard high, but for someone who's conscious with their buck, and still want quality. That's where red comes in. That's where mango comes in.
Okay.
I think after mango, heavy watermelon. Everyone loves a watermelon. Funny enough, one supplier that's big on your watermelon is sold out in the country. You know,
that is
that layer, aka watermelon, sold out. Literally sold out in the whole country. So watermelon is a flavor that everyone likes. Now, a few guys have watermelon, you know, but again, Gitina, we use actual fruits. So we'd be happy to see how that comes out compared to an artificial flavor, you know, of a product. So we've got a lot of things on the line. We're working on a tequila. That's gonna take us it's gonna take us about 2 years.
Okay.
You know, we started now. It will be launched within the next 2 years because it still needs to sit and ferment and yonkin and delay. So yeah, man. You know, I mean, yeah.
Kudos to you. I mean, you are going nowhere but up.
We have to. Yeah, we have to.
Well done. No, you really are an inspiration to, more especially the younger generation. About entrepreneurship, I would say, like you making it important for them to know what they're in it for. Yeah. And so I know also there's umuntu obuka njengamanje who subscribed on this channel. Thank you so much. That wants to get into this business or maybe wants to, you know, wants to be an entrepreneur. Like, what advice would you have for them?
Look, I've helped a few guys, you know, before in terms of whatever business, especially liquor. Because the thing is, you see mtomnyama enzinte kanje, you're like, "Hi, boy, iyenzeka lento le," you know, and you start doing it. Mhlambe ubusaba, you know, and then I happen ukuthi ngik-overtake mina because ngiyasebenza ngine 9 to 5. Mhlambe I had an extra 5,000 rand which you didn't have. So obviously ngaba ne head start now. I meet a lot of people abakanjalo, but the way Lentolena is so hard and it's so white dominant, I'm not surprised to see every black brand fail. You know, I'm not surprised. I've been with retail for the past 10, 11, 12 years, and I'm fortunate enough to work under a white company because I'm employed. I have a 9 to 5, and so I used that to my advantage. Meeting a serious spoon. You'd be surprised. Spoon for 24 hours. Strong. I'm 17. I'm the only black. I'm 17.
Really?
Yeah. I'm a conference. I'm some emails. It's in Afrikaans. So that helped me with these white distillers because in fact none. They own a distiller. They own breweries, which is beer, 100%, but not a distillery. Distillery, I'm Tandi whiskey, brandy and coke, you know. So, to people or young people, I tell them, once you start, just go, man. You know, just don't stop. You know, I mean. If you do stop, think about everything you've put in. You know, it is about pride issue at some point. You know, but I mean, we started the brand in 2018. Today is 2022.
And look at you now.
So it's not a COVID brand. Most people think it's a COVID brand, but it isn't. You know, so people must just do it. It's not easy. I think about quitting every day.
And it looks easy until you get into it.
Until I get into it, you know. The people are often seven and I'm because number one, so you think there's money. There is money, but not for someone who's been there for 4 years. There's money if you've been there for 50 years. Do you understand? Then there's money, like tons of money. You know, but we gave ourselves 5 to 10 years of Lentolena. Hopefully, if I'm still alive, ngizoyenza, you know. But if I'm not, then I don't know what will happen to the brand, you know. But yeah, they must just do it. They'll face challenges. Bazo jail to IFA too. Another thing, try and own your brand, 100% of it. Own it from production to the Mashalofin, own it, because if you find an untapped market that your supplier or your manufacturer hasn't found, you're sinking in, because they can block your product. Those are the challenges we've faced. You know, they can block your product. It's in I've got a headache today, you know. Noma azoti, hey Sipho, I'm not gonna put in my money. But you have a massive order. We got an order from Ujambo of 600,000 rand. Yes. I had no 600,000 rand in Payatin. Chief Nandi odd. He was like, Sipho, I'm not even going to the bank to make any order. I'm not gonna put money that's not good business lab. No, we lost little order. We lost it. I went back to Jambo. I said, guys, Jambo is owned by Messmart. Messmart is macro and game. So I went to Jambo and I said, guys, I can't supply you the number for now. So Jambo was like, I've had to shop, you know. So after that, mind you, our dealing not Jambo Pela, but the whole group. So I'm in a rebuilding phase, man. Because in Zamuknoka, in those stores, when you can't produce, you didn't meet the numbers as phone, you know. So own your brand, pay whatever you need to pay to get those licenses, and have your own brand. Yeah.
Sure, Master Steve Valal, who would you say Sipho Zulu looks up to? Who do you look up to in life?
Who do I look up to?
And then hopefully umuntu esimaziyo nathi.
Anyone.
Anyone?
Like, must it be local, international, or anyone?
Oh, okay. I'm thinking you're saying anyone. You look up to anyone.
No,
anyone. It can be anyone, really. Locally, internationally, as long as nje kumuntu owenza lento efuna aligned to what you're doing.
Business-wise, but I follow a lot of business, you know, and I'm not a suit and tie person, yabo, and mina ngifuna ama ukuthi senze meeting eqondile kube kanje. Yabona umsuzo ngifaka boardroom tie and kube ne laptop and show the figures so ngilahlile. I won't even survive. So I follow people abakanjalo. You know, I follow a lot of motivational speakers, a lot of activists in certain things. I follow Akulu Jay-Z in what he does, business-wise. I think he's a phenomenal guy.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I respect these white boys that run the country. I do, actually. You know, your Ruperts and your Oppenheimers, and I respect those boys. You know, if as much as indlela abathola ngayo imali may be fucked up, but what they actually did with it, you know, I respect. Yeah, I think that's about it. You know, basically, obviously, about motivational speakers, those guys I respect a lot. I don't follow anyone specific, but if a message relates to me on the day, get a show, you know.
Okay.
And then, yeah, obviously myself.
Obviously yourself.
Obviously myself.
Right, so if people want to follow uMageba on social platforms, mhlawumbe ungaphinde usitshele ukuthi abantu bathenga kanjani iZu.
iZu is available. We try and provide for the whole country. It is available in Cape Town. Koni e-commerce store to Mother City Liquor. You can order online there. I've got a distributor also in Cape Town. We are in Northwest. There's a guy there distributes in Northwest. And then obviously very big at KZN. We're all over KZN. And then at Joburg, selected stores in Joburg. But I mean, the safest thing these days about Batanga online, you know, again, Take A Lot is very big. They deliver for free to you. So they can find us with Take A Lot. They can find us on our website, www.zuvoka.co.za. We've got an online store there. They can choose. Mango is not uploaded yet. It will be uploaded on our site. On Instagram, it's Zu_premium vodka. On Facebook, Njalo. And then with Twitter, it's craft_Zu. And then I'm just Sipho Zulu 13 on all networks. You'll find me there.
Okay. Thank you. Is there anything you'd like to add before I let you go?
Enjoy.
No, my.
That's maybe poison.
That is all we have. We flashback with Must Be, and thank you so much to Sipho Zulu uMageba, the founder of Izu Vodka, which is the sponsor of the podcast. If you have any questions for him, you can drop them here on the comment section. Otherwise, that is all we have, and thank you so much for subscribing. Don't forget to tell your friends to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Once again, thank you to Ikasi Flavour for sponsoring this video. Smong and Orange Fashion for dressing me up, and a massive thank you to Depot Fair Restaurants for sponsoring us with this delicious chicken wrap with fries. Bye for now.
Bye bye. C'est bon.